Today is December 2nd, 2022, and it is the 4th year anniversary of me being on YouTube. So every year we've done a birthday project, and since it's the birthday for the channel, I thought let's do a project that we've done over the past year. So what you're seeing here is all of the resin from leftover projects. So instead of throwing, because there's always that little bit of resin that doesn't get poured into the cup or it doesn't get poured into the mold, and this is an accumulation of some of that. So this is layer on layer on layer on layer on layer on layer of epoxy. So we're gonna see if we can turn this onto the lathe. This will be our 4th year doing YouTube woodworking. So I thought what better way than to go back and do a project with all the layers of epoxy that we have done this year, or at least most of them. Now there's going to be some stuff that's in here that we didn't obviously do, but that's a fun little project. We'll see how it reacts on the lathe. I haven't put this in the pressure pot ever because you just do layers of it, so hopefully it turns down good on the lathe. The mold is obviously stuck to itself, so I'll have to cut this all out. We'll put it on the lathe and get that done, and this will be our project for our 4-year birthday on YouTube. So here we go. Good morning, YouTube. It is 10 a.m. in the great state of Texas. So it's our 4-year anniversary of being on YouTube, and we have definitely come a long way on this channel. So we've been doing YouTube for 4 years, and last year when we did our birthday project, we just kind of took a lot of stuff and put it in a pot and made a pretty cool project out of it. So this one a little bit different, but kind of the same. So layers of epoxy. You know, thought this would be something cool. Actually, I didn't plan on this to be this year's project. However, I thought it was, I had it laying around. I was going to let it build up more, but I was like, you know what? It might be a cool tradition just to go ahead and every time that we do an epoxy project, just go ahead and put that little bit of epoxy in one of these, pots and just save it for a year and then just see what it looks like. So this might be the tradition on the channel every year, is to just do something like this and just see what it looks like. So every year you're doing woodworking projects, and it'd just be cool because it's just like a representation of what you've done. So just like with all our other epoxy projects, obviously getting the waste block on, or the attachment point for the faceplate, putting it on the lathe, and now we're just turning everything down. So kind of going into this one had a little bit of a concern because when we're putting these like small little drops of epoxy into the pot, I wasn't putting them in the pressure pot. So obviously bubbles and things like that were of a concern. And the other part was, which I kind of did have an issue with it. So I guess if you mix different types of resin together and you don't put them in a pressure pot, sometimes you'll get like glass or like sand kind of like coming off of it. You can see a little bit of chip out there on the rim of the actual pot itself. And we had a little bit of that, mostly with the gouging portion. I think the combination of just the weather, and those kinds of things probably affected it more than anything else. But overall, really loved this project. But it's going to look aesthetically cool. But just to discuss some things that we've done over the years. So last year I said I was going to get into Legos. We're starting to do Legos on the channel a little bit more now. I think we've got like 3 projects on the channel at the time of publishing this video today. So more Legos. I want to do actually pottery next. So actually I think I'm going to do that probably in January, February of this year. I think that'll be really cool to get into. I want to do more metal projects. Actually, I ordered a foundry already on Amazon. So we're going to do some casting, maybe a little bit as well. So just doing some different things on the channel. We started off this channel just doing simple woodworking, and you should definitely go back and watch my older videos of what my bowls used to look like before I knew what I was doing. So we've come a long way in the 4 years. So something that I saw on YouTube and just decided to pick up a hobby, and it's a little bit about my background. I didn't take shop in high school. I wasn't like a crafty kid when I was younger, and just got into this, based off a YouTube video. So I think I was watching something. Maybe it was like, I don't even remember, to be honest. It was just like an accident getting into it. And if you go back and watch some of my first videos, you can see the slow progression of just buying a lathe, buying a workbench, and then just building up my tool set and doing different projects, doing bowls, doing tables, doing epoxy, doing metal work, and just slowly in 4 years have come a long way. So it's kind of cool to go back and just kind of see everything that you've done. So 4 years in, I can say definitely not a master, but definitely a lot better and a lot more knowledgeable than when we first started doing this. So definitely happy that we've come a long way in that amount of time. I've learned a lot and have had a couple of injuries, learned the hard way about how to use a miter saw. That's an interesting video. It's like one of the most popular videos on my channel, is watching me cut an uneven block of wood and nearly cutting off some digits on my hand. So that's always interesting. But we're going to keep doing stuff on the channel. So the plan going forward for year number 5 or year 4, I think what we're going to do obviously is continue to do woodworking projects, bowl projects. Like I said, I'm going to get into pottery, going to get into more metalwork stuff, and I'm going to do some painting as well. I bought a canvas already, and I'm not a painter, but just doing more artistic stuff is what I want to do. Just do more creations. And this is my channel, and this is a small little channel, and I pretty much can do whatever I want. So I'm not bound to anything. So I kind of like that. So we're going to start doing a lot more, different kinds of things on the channel. Still going to do woodworking, but I think the channel is just going to expand into like art, not so much, like arts and crafts, but just creation, like becoming a creator and a maker, and just doing different kinds of stuff. Because we're doing Lego projects, which aren't, super popular, but, I just think doing stuff that we build and create different things. I think that's the whole point of this channel, is just to build, create, and just get better at what we're doing. So we're going to see a lot more of that, and hopefully this year we'll have a lot more time to do that. So back to this little project. So you saw me gouge it out there, had a little bit of chip out on the bottom, which what I was talking about as far as like the resin mixing and different types of epoxy. Actually, I just messed up and chipped it out, but here we are just coming back and forth and just fixing the problem overall. So this project was pretty cool. Like I said, aesthetically it looks a lot cooler at the end. You'll see that here in a little bit, but today is December 2nd. I'm doing this commentary actually about an hour and a half before it goes live. So have been up since about 1 in the morning, because every year we do a birthday project, and I just wanted to keep that tradition going. So here's all the shavings afterwards. Different colors, different mixtures. There's glitter in there as well. So that, makes it really, really cool. But definitely, got the workbench cleaned up. Now we're just doing the sanding. I've learned over the past year, I hate sanding, but the more you do it, the better your projects look out or turn out at the end. So, so overall, hope to just keep growing the channel, doing more different kinds of projects, that kind of thing. Same thing that basically every YouTuber says, but I think we're going to expand the channel into doing more, maker type creativity. So definitely going to do woodworking, metalwork. Going to do some pottery, going to do some painting, continue doing Legos, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be an all-encompassing thing. So hopefully the channel continues to grow. As of this recording, I have 969 subscribers. So we're almost to the 1,000 mark. So, it's a small little channel. So it's, in its infancy, even though 4 years people would be like, well, your channel isn't growing, but I'm like, it's not about that for me. It's just I love doing these projects and creating videos. So we'll continue to grow at the rate that we grow. So not a big deal for me. So hope everybody's doing good. Here's to another year of doing more projects and more creativity. You should start. So if you're ever worried or curious about starting something, start it. Definitely go back and watch my older videos, and you can see just how inept I was at just doing a lot of stuff, and we have gotten better over the past 4 years. So hope to continue to keep getting better, expanding the channel, doing more creativity. So if you're out there and you just don't know where to start, just start day one. I'm a great example of that. 4 years ago, I had no idea what I'm doing, and now look at us now. So happy birthday to us, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, so project is done, and you saw how cool this project is. So this isn't all of the epoxy, like I said earlier, that we've done this year. It's a lot of it, but not all of it, obviously. So today is December 2nd, 2022, which is the 4th year I've been doing YouTube. So this is, I don't know, this might become a tradition where I always do a birthday project for the channel, but this might be the tradition of just saving up the epoxy and then at the end of the year, seeing what it looks like. But this looks really cool. You saw, I'm doing some different stuff. I got this little cool spinny thing, so we'll incorporate that. Try to make the videos a little bit cooler for you guys. But obviously, we did a lot of projects this year. Work got in the way of a lot of stuff. We started doing Lego stuff on this channel. Kind of still trying to get my feet acclimated to doing Lego stuff. We're still going to do woodworking stuff. We did a metal project a couple of times. But just building and creating stuff, which is what we do on this channel. I want to, for this next year, get into pottery. I think would be cool. I'm going to do paintings. I'm not a painter. I've never done that. But I think I'm going to do that too, because it's my channel. I'll do whatever the hell I want with it. So just love creating stuff. So this one's really cool. So 4 years on YouTube. Still love doing this, even though my channel is super duper small, which is okay. It's just a creative process that I really enjoy doing. So, but yeah, that's what we got planned up for this next year. Going to add pottery, going to do paintings, and continue doing with what we're doing, and we're still going to do Legos. So just keep building the channel every year, or keep just being creative. So hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys are enjoying the content, all that good stuff. And I'm going to try to put out more videos also this year, because I think work is going to die down a lot for me as far as keeping me away from home. But overall, really love this accumulation of this year's epoxy. So I'm just rambling. I gotta get this posted. Here, you guys are gonna watch this in 3 hours at 7 in the morning right now. So anyway, hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, happy birthday. Woo! Okay, bye.